Dizzy, dizzy, dizzy. Ugh. It's very good. Hello. Hi, it's me, Mario Bowser 494. I'm here to give a quick review of the Evil of the Daleks animation. Now, this isn't going to be too in-depth on the story itself, because I'm going to save my thoughts on the story for an eventual Troughton ranking, which I'm currently working on. By working on, I mean currently rewatching Azira to work on sometime before the end of this year. Because the Hartner ranking's doing well, so I might as well. So yeah, I'll save my thoughts on the actual story for then. This video is more going to be talking about the animation, which is the big talking point about this release, because everyone's like, oh, is the animation good? Is it better than the Web of Fear? And I can safely say that yes, it is better than the Web of Fear, but I know that's a pretty low bar. So yeah, I'll go into detail about why I like the animation. In fact, I love the animation. But first, I'll just say, story itself, very good. So, the animation. Is it good? Oh, definitely. I will be critical and say that around the start there were a few shonky bits, but they were very minor, and they went away after like part 1, and I think the reason is because part 1 has so many sets which only appear like for a few minutes. Like, yeah, there's the coffee shop, there's the airport, which they probably borrowed from the Faceless Ones. There's the office, there's all that. There's so many sets in the first part compared to the rest of the story, which, you know, parts 2 to 5 are pretty much all just set in the house, and last 2 parts are on Skaro, so they got a bit more use out of them. So, you know, they wanted to make sure the sets looked nice, so the character movements were a bit... weren't as good, specifically when the Doctor and Jamie were running. I always thought that was a bit weird, like they were on ice or something, like, wee, wee. But that's minor. I got used to it. It's not a big deal. Even then, the fact that they focus on the sets was a good idea, because the sets, oh my goodness, the sets in this story were impeccable. If I could show footage from the animation, I would. It's just come out, and I can't exactly rip Blu-rays, so I can't really show footage. And not sticking a camera up at the TV screen just to show it. So, yeah, I'm going to have to explain how it looks, but... the sets. There's one scene in episode 2. Oh yeah, I know episode 2's surviving, but I watched it all in colour, including the episode 2. I didn't want to, but I was watching it with my parents, so, you know, I had to. But it helped me see the animation for episode 2, and there's one shot where they first arrive at the house, and it's a moving camera around the house, and it looks beautiful. Like, my jaw was on the floor at how stunning it looked. The action scenes are very good. The ones which stuck in my mind was Jamie's fight with Kemmel, and the sword fight with I can't remember the guy's name. I'm rubbish with names. And also, pretty much all of the Dalek scenes looked great. Think about Power of the Daleks and how good the Daleks looked there, because like the 3D cel-shaded models. Just think of that, pop them here, and it looks great. It does look great. Some notable scenes were the Daleks playing with the Doctor, like playing trains. The dizzy Daleks, because come on. And the final end, that was incredible. Speaking of the final end, the Emperor is like the best thing to come out of these animated reconstructions so far. Like, oh my god, it was brilliant. I cannot praise just the sets and all that enough. So, yeah. So, what about the character models? Well, I know who each character is. It's, you know, the likenesses are quite good, even though Jamie does look a bit off in some shots, but not a big deal. And the movement is very good. Like, there's a lot more body language. As I said, the fight scenes were really good. Yeah, I think this is one of the best in terms of body movement. I don't think it's Macro Terror levels, but it's still very nice. I heard that this animation had like an extra 6 months to be done, and it definitely shows, because yeah, for 7 episodes, which is very action oriented, yeah, you can see that they put in as much work as they could, and you know, they were trying to focus on the more important scenes and less on just like part 1, because that is a bit unnecessary, but whatever, I still enjoy it. So yes, like compare it to the faceless ones, which, it's still very good animation, but there isn't much action in it, so they didn't need to, take as long and didn't need to spend as much time on it. But this one, so I'd argue this has more action than Power of the Daleks. So, where does it rank in terms of missing episode animations? Well, I would say it's in second or third place. So obviously at the top is Macroterror because, of course. Then below that, it's either this one or the Moonbase. I can't decide which one's better, but it's definitely top three. It's definitely top three. Better than the Power animation, even the 2021. Like, I do really like the special edition animation, but I'd say this is better than the special edition. And I say it's better than the faceless ones purely because the Doctor's face looks better. And also, I just think, it's a lot smoother than the faceless ones in a lot of areas. So, yeah, I'd say this is better than the faceless ones and better than Power 2020, but not as good as Macra and about neck and neck with the Moonbase. So, that was this video. Are you thinking of getting this release? Are you excited for it? Have you seen it? What's your thoughts on the animation? You can give your thoughts on the story if you want, but like I said, I'm saving mine for the Troughton ranking. Alright, see ya, I guess. Probably stream later. Bye.